So this was a conversation we missed from last night, and I feel like it is best that we actually visit it to kind of get an inkling into the whole Amber and Tamira story and see exactly where did they go with this conversation. I don't have everything, but I think I have the most important parts. Let's go.
But I'm here in this room and I asked you to talk because although I didn't quite appreciate your presence in my house, it did not give me the right to attack you the way I did.
All right, so Amber is apologizing for attacking Tamira. Personally, I think you can do anything you want in your house. You can actually run someone out of your house if you want to, but I guess they're playing it that, Amber is a nice person and, classy people don't run people out of them house essentially, right? But they do. So, hey, if she wants to apologize and, then that's up to her.
And I just wanted to look you in the face, woman to woman, and apologize. You just have to understand Shayla made my life a living hell. And anyone who's associated with her, I don't quite want to be associated with, especially when I feel like it's done behind my back.
And again, she's right for saying that. So I agree with Amber for saying that. Yes, the people who are associated with Shayla, you have to watch because Shayla has a certain thing as to how she go about things. She's not incorrect with that either. It's, for example, in a male's world, it's like a man involved in a bunch of stuff, substances, and he's involved in gangs or whatever the deal is. You may not want to associate yourself too much with that particular person because him actually may take that onto you. So you want to be very, very careful with it. It's no different. It is no different. You understand? Because some people don't know to separate both worlds. So it is a fair argument and a fair statement. So again, men are no issues.
You had a lot of opportunities to tell me knowing what I had been through with her, but it's water under a bridge, and I just want to apologize to you.
Thank you for your apology. I feel like that's really big of you. And I won't lie, as a woman, considering the things that you've been through, I completely understand why you would feel the way that you feel, especially with me being friends with Shayla. And you're right. I feel like I dropped the ball on that one. I could have expressed that to you, but trying to stay out the drama, I don't really like to initiate conversations about the two of you to each other. But it's inevitable considering everything that happened. So
all right, so here's why I can't really take this at face value from the honeypot girl. Until the honeypot girl shows me a scene where she speaks to Anthony directly and there's no animosity and hostility with Anthony, I'm still going to think about the honeypot girl as being disingenuous. This is what I'm saying again. Because here we go again where you sit down, you're friends with Shayla, you talk to Shayla regularly. Shayla is right. But then when you look on Anthony, you have this issue. You're calling him a dog. You're trying to insinuate that him is no good. And I get it. While him have him dirt, how it is the woman have the dirt. That's the argument I'm making. So until I see that, all of this as well, disingenuous.
you're not wrong for feeling that way towards me. I will say, I stepped foot into your home thinking that, I don't know, things would be at least cordial. I was hesitant at first. Wayne insisted, but, considering the fact that you and Anthony have worked things out, and it seems like you're able to be cordial with Shayla and Wayne,
But she's not cordial with Anthony. It's what I'm talking about, but it's Anthony's house. So how you call that one? How do you call it? So again, that make me inkling on it.
Considering everything that you guys had going on. It just seems, it felt a little hypocritical that I got smoke, but I could understand,
Okay. Well,
I'm new to this situation here.
Tamira, Wayne and I was before Anthony and I got married. And I'm not saying it was right, but it was before we said I do. Shayla was after, and a whole baby came out of it. And Shayla was my very best friend. And she lied to me for months. My husband lied to me for months. You cannot compare apples to oranges. So I think that you're speaking on a situation that you don't quite know the ins and outs.
Stop it right there, son. And that is the point that I'm raising. So again, Sisha has formed an opinion. Now I wanted to watch her facial expressions and her facial features and how she's going about this, because she gives the presence that she actually knows what's happening. And this is why, I'm gonna flag it. I'm gonna say, no, you can't flag the man, but you don't flag the woman. And that's what is played a lot of times. Them are the things that only like call out. Now, will Tamira listen to anybody at all? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Tamira listens to anyone. Tamira has formed an opinion that she wants to form for herself, and she's going through that opinion that she's forming for herself at this point in time. Hey, people have their own choices. And that's also why I don't want to hear nobody complain when she get the backlash from different parts of the puzzle, because she has made these choices, so she must sit in them. Now, I also am looking at the conversation that Amber is having here, so with Tamira versus the conversation Amber had with Anthony about the key access. If you follow me, I come from. What I'm saying is that's what I want our conversations to be a little bit less hostile, because say she have these nice conversations with these women, but when you're habit to them, you're habit to them a little different. You know what I mean? I mean, I say, is either you're going to have it to them hostile so that you're going to leave, or you're going to have it to them calm so you want to stay. That's the fear and the faith component I'm talking about.
However, I'm glad you brought that up, because I do see the love between you and Wayne. And I don't want you to allow what PRE said to deter you from that relationship if that's who you really love.
I love that. I love the fact that Amber gave that. We can give her a lot of credit and a lot of brownie points for this, because it was very, very good. This was very, very powerful for her speaking life into the relationship and not death. So this was lovely.
I'll see you around.
See you around.
Thanks again for the invite.
Of course.
So let's see what that look means, the side-eyed. Maybe the woman can explain the side-eye look for me. I don't know what that look means. Does it mean that she's listening, she's not listening? I don't know what the side-eye look means. So no, I think I'm going to have to lean in on the women so you can tell me exactly what this look mean in women's world. For us men, it mean I'm not listening to nothing that this bro is saying, but I don't, maybe it means something else to a woman. But I hope you're seeing where I'm coming from. Great points in the entire conversation itself. The conversation was very, very, civil, which is interesting. But what I'm looking at is how invested Tamira is in Shayla, right? In other words, she's cool with just wiping Shayla's slate clean. But again, I can't believe her that she doesn't care about it until I've seen how she treats Anthony going forward. And I could be wrong. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all soon.